Yo, what's going on, everybody? Damn, it feels good to say this again, but welcome back to Heavy Metal Devils. Yes, I know I have been gone for a couple months now. I haven't really been able to commit my time to making videos at the moment. And no, trust me, this has nothing to do with Manchester United's absolutely abysmal form this season. It doesn't have anything to do with that. I'll actually get into why I had to take some time off from doing videos. Actually, let's go into that right now. So, I think my last video was around like it was like the end of September or like the beginning of October. I believe it was just after a Crystal Palace game that I think we ended up losing or something. I can't remember. Um, but I ended up around that time, unfortunately, losing my job. If you don't know, I work in the TV, film, post production, area of work. And there's been loads of strikes happening over the last few months. The strikes have now been resolved, but due to the strikes, I unfortunately had to be made redundant from my job, which kind of just really fucked with my headspace a bit. And I just had to really buckle down and find my next place of work and make sure I got a good contract at the next place of work. So I can say now that I have been working for since October now. Just I had to really buckle down, get my head into this new job because I just couldn't afford any distractions, and doing YouTube videos unfortunately does fall under that. Um, but yeah, I'm happy to be back now doing videos. I will say I will not be doing videos every day like I used to be doing. Just don't have the time to commit to that right now. So I'll be doing a couple videos during the weekday, looking at some players, just talking about Manchester United, my feelings, which is not good feelings at the moment. And then on Sundays, I want to do a weekly recap of everything that's happened at Manchester United during that week. We're gonna make that into like I want to make it more like a comedic news show because right now our our football team, Manchester United, resembles more of like the Apollo Comedy Theater than the Theater of Dreams. It's an atrocious place to be at the moment. So, but yeah, we'll try to bring some light and have people have some laughs and just enjoy the bad times happening right now. It's been rough. We've had some good results, some bad results. Actually, I don't even know if we've had any really good results, to be honest. We've had squeaky bum results, but nothing actually good. We've been awful in every single game I can remember this season, except for the Carabao Cup against Crystal Palace, which we're no longer in anyway. So that whole performance is meaningless anyway. But yeah, that's where I've been, guys. I do apologize if you've been waiting for videos from me. Um, I hope you understand why I had to take some time off and really buckle down into my work because unlike most or other YouTube channels, the ones that support United, I don't get paid yet from doing this. I'd love to one day, but we're not quite there yet. So I need to have a real job, unfortunately. But anyway, I also wanted to just take a couple minutes just to talk about my thoughts about Manchester United, where we're at this season, um, and what I hope to see going forward. So it's no surprise that this has been one of the worst seasons ever for Manchester United. This has been we went in with so much hype on this season. I was so pumped up for a lot of the signings we made. Um, it's just not quite worked out. I'm not gonna really. There's been a lot of mistakes made by the manager this season, whether it's picking the wrong team, blacklisting certain players. I agree with this Jadon Sancho one. He got to go, but I'm not sure what's happening with Varane, Amrabat, all that stuff. I don't understand what is going through Ten Hag's mind to keep these players isolated on the bench. But in no way am I a Ten Hag out guy because this has been going on for decades now. There's a lot of players here that have been here since Van Gaal, since Mourinho, Solskjaer, that have all down tools for those guys and are doing the same thing right now. And I'm looking directly at players like Marcus Rashford is one of my favorite players, but I'm getting on that boat now that he needs to get the fuck up on out of here. Maybe if we can send him to Paris, it might be better for him. He's acting like a spoiled brat. He's been treated like a spoiled brat, and that's what we're seeing on the field. Someone who does not care and only really cares about himself. Um, I'm looking at guys like Scott McTominay. Might as well call him Casper the Ghost because other than scoring goals here and there, he is invisible. Guys like Harry Maguire has been all right the last few games, but in no way should he be in this team. Victor Lindelof, same as well. Loads of players that Ten Hag, didn't sign and has tried to sell are now in the team playing every week. So that's step one on why things are going real bad. We've had a load of injuries, and I'm going to say all these injuries are due to us having one of the toughest years last year. We've played, I think, the most or second most games in all of Europe. Our preseason was an absolute joke, going from different time zones, playing more games, getting more games, going over more countries and time zones than any other team in the world. And there were people that came out and said this is going to cause problems and this is going to cause a lot of injuries. And look what has happened. Our entire back line has been decimated. Our midfield decimated. We're relying on an 18-year-old to hold this midfield together, and it just is not going to happen. So I think there's things like that people really need to just keep in mind when they're talking about sacking Erik ten Hag. Yes, he's made a lot of mistakes. Yes, he is trying to rely on players that have got other managers sacked. And maybe that's what he's trying to do. Maybe he's seen this club, seen the shit show, how it's run. And he's like, you know what, man? I want my payout, so I'll just try and get sacked. Yeah, I don't know what's going through his head, but it's going to be an interesting 6 weeks or so. The next few games are going to be hell with Chelsea, who aren't playing well but are still playing. We've got Bayern, and then we've got probably another 7 or 8 nil beating coming our way when we go to Anfield. Because anytime these players step into another stadium where they're even getting a little bit of stick, their dicks become 1 inch big, tucked between their legs, and they just run and hide like little pussies they are. I think as a fan base, guys, and I'm not trying to sound mean, I'm not trying to be harsh here. We've been here for over a decade now. I think we need to understand that a lot of these players are downing tools. They'll do well for a year. After a year, they complain about training conditions. Oh, it's too dark when I go home. It's too intense. That kind of shit. We need to stop looking at what the manager is kind of doing, even though he is fucking up a little bit, but we need to focus on these players. We shouldn't be afraid of calling these players absolute cowards. There is 6, 7, 8 players that are major cowards. And one thing I wish this club would do is let these players actually hear what these fan channels have to say. I know a lot of these fan channels are a bit too reactionary, but a lot of them are speaking the truth. That these players for the last 10 fucking years are the reason. Maybe not the whole reason, owners as well, because the owners have let this happen. But these players, when things get tough, become the biggest little bitches you'll ever see in your fucking life. They're that friend that says that's got your back, but as soon as a fight breaks out, he's already down 2 miles down the road running with his tail between his legs. That's what these players are. They don't give a shit about us. They don't give a shit about the fucking club. All they care is that they're making their $350K a week, go party on the weekends, have the best girls, all that, best food, whatever. But when it comes to actually putting their trade on the field, they don't give a shit because they're still getting paid. And Manchester United just keeps letting it happen year after year after year after year. So it's not on the manager right now. I agree he's been making some bad choices, but we need stability. We need this new direction. Whatever Jim Ratcliffe is aiming to do, he needs to put his foot down. And hopefully, he's been watching this team over the last decade. I want to say 5-6 years, but really the not last decade, and needs to go, this is not happening anymore. You want to act like this? We're sending you out. You're going to Stoke. I don't give a shit where you're going to. I don't care if you never. We'll pay you off. And we'll let every club know that this guy is a big waste of time. So you never play again. And if you do, we'll see you in League 2, League 3, somewhere down there, playing for Ipswich, playing for fucking Wrexham. I don't give a shit, because you do not deserve to be in this league. This club, you don't deserve to walk through those fucking doors and see those trophies, those pictures on the wall. That's how I feel, man. I love this club. I hate the owners, and I'm right now hate 90% of these players. There's a good handful I do really enjoy watching play, but about 90% of them have dicks the size of broken twigs. Small dick energy at this club. We're not Manchester United, and I hate that fucking phrase. This is Manchester United. I fucking hate that phrase, by the way. We can't say this is Manchester United. This is what Manchester United's supposed to be. Our fucking stadium's broken. Our shit hasn't been, our training field hasn't been updated since 2004. We should let people walk into those facilities, and then we go, this is Manchester United. This is Manchester United. Because in reality, that's what it is. Broken, old, fucking nostalgic, nothing. We're becoming a fossil. We're becoming relics, a dinosaur. And until these players understand that and get the fuck out of this club, it's going to continue to be that way. Look, Manchester United is really the only club I support that has really had loads of success. I'm a big Phoenix Suns fan, guys. I'm built for bad times. The Phoenix Suns never won a championship. Never. Gotten close? Never. So I know what shit is like, guys. Luckily, we've only had 10 years of it. I'm built for this, but I don't know if our fan base is. But shit needs to change real soon. And I'm very interested to see what Jim Ratcliffe is going to be doing when he steps through those doors, and that needs to happen soon. Anyway, guys, it's fucking shit, isn't it? It is. But I'll see you on the next one, guys. There will be a bit more videos coming this week, I promise you. And then I'll see you for a weekly wrap-up next week with some, hopefully, more positive news. But for now, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.